Hey everyone, welcome to today's video on how to use the Laboratory Biosafety Manual to keep yourself and your colleagues safe in the lab. Alright, let's dive straight in. The Laboratory Biosafety Manual is your go-to resource for maintaining safe practices and ensuring everyone's safety. To get started, you need to understand the structure of the manual. First, there's the introduction. It gives you a solid overview of biosafety principles. Then, we have the risk assessment section. This guides you on identifying and assessing risks tied to your lab work. Next up, biosafety levels, ranging from BSL-1 to BSL-4, each with specific requirements for safe handling. Don't forget the standard operating procedures, or SOPs, which detail how to safely handle biological materials. Emergency procedures are crucial too. They outline steps to take in case of spills, exposures, or other emergencies. Lastly, waste management guidelines ensure that you dispose of lab waste properly. Now let's talk about performing a risk assessment. Identify the biological agents you'll be working with. Evaluate the risks associated with these agents. And determine the appropriate biosafety level, BSL, for your work. Speaking of biosafety levels, let's quickly recap them. BSL-1 is for low-risk agents posing minimal threat. BSL-2 is for moderate-risk agents that might be harmful if accidentally ingested or exposed. BSL-3 covers high-risk agents that can cause serious diseases through inhalation. And BSL-4 is for the highest-risk agents that pose life-threatening risks with no available vaccines or treatments. Moving on, follow standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Use them as detailed in the manual for handling, storage, and disposal of biological agents. Ensure everyone in the lab is trained in these SOPs. Implement safety equipment and practices. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, like gloves, lab coats, and eye protection. Ensure safety equipment like biosafety cabinets, autoclaves, and eye wash stations are functioning properly. Practice good microbiological techniques to minimize contamination and exposure. Emergency procedures are next. Familiarize yourself with the steps outlined in the manual. Know where emergency equipment and exits are located. Report any accidents immediately and follow the manual's instructions for containment and decontamination. Waste management is also key. Follow the guidelines for segregating, packaging, and disposing of laboratory waste. Use autoclaves and other decontamination methods as specified. Training and compliance are essential too. Make sure all lab personnel get regular training on biosafety practices. Conduct periodic reviews and audits to ensure compliance with the manual's guidelines. And finally, stay updated. Keep up with any updates or revisions to the Laboratory Biosafety Manual. Attend biosafety training sessions and workshops as recommended. In conclusion, using the Laboratory Biosafety Manual effectively involves understanding its structure, performing thorough risk assessments, adhering to biosafety levels, following SOPs, implementing safety practices, being prepared for emergencies, managing waste properly, ensuring training and compliance, and staying updated with the latest guidelines. This comprehensive approach ensures a safe laboratory environment for all. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and see you next time.